Hello everyone and welcome back. In this video, we're going to add the functionality for our users to search for movies so that we can query the OMDB API for those queries and then display the data to the users. So step one is going to be to add an index page. So let's go ahead and do that. app.get, just the root route, request response, res.render, index. We haven't made this yet, so it won't work. So let's go ahead and shut our server down and touch views/index.ejs. On this page, we're going to add our very, very basic HTML boilerplate. Above the body is the head. Title, movieDB. And the body is going to have a form. Now, if you remember, we have to add two things to the form to make it actually work. We need to add an action. The action is going to be the URL, and we have to add a method. Now, we want a GET request because we're not creating anything new. All we're trying to do is get information. So we want a GET request, and the action is going to be /movies. And all that we need to put inside of this form is an input, type equals text, name equals, it could be search, or it could be title, whatever we want. And we want to autofocus, just for user experience. And then we want a button, type equals submit. And it's just going to say submit. Now inside our app.js, we are rendering that index, so let's go ahead and run our server and see if it works. So instead of going to /movies, I'm going to go to just root, and there it seems to work. Let's search for movie, I don't know, Mad Max. Hit search, and it does indeed load up the movie /movies, and it also includes our search in the URL. So that is working as we expected. We still haven't hooked up the actual search functionality. We're still hard coding in Star Wars here, but we can add that. So our next step is to be able to get the data from the request and use it in here instead of hard coding in Star Wars. So what we need to do here is instead of hard coding in Star Wars, we need to add a variable, and our variable is going to be request.query.search. The reason it's search is because that's what we are naming it. Search right here, that's the key. So request.query.search. So let's save that. Go back to our index and search for Mad Max. Boom, now it is working. Whatever we put in there, it will query the API form and return that to the user. And let's look at the poster links, make sure they work. Sure do. And one more thing that I think would be useful, just kind of as a user experience, is to at the bottom of this add a link to go back to search for another movie. So we could add a href equals /search again, something like that. So if this comes up, we can search again and search for Star Wars. Comes up, we can search again, search for Harry Potter, and that comes up. So you can see that we're now able to more easily display this to the user. This is obviously still ugly as anything because we haven't added CSS or pictures or anything like that, but that's not the point. The purpose of this is to get you some experience with APIs and show you how you could use them in a real-life website, even if this is a pretty bare-bones website. In this video, we added an index page to our site that had a form, and that form made a GET request to /movies. We updated our app.js so that the GET request, any GET request to /movies, actually included the query string from the URL in the search. So it no longer is hard-coded as Star Wars. It actually uses that in the search. We're parsing that data still and still rendering that page. We can get rid of this console.log because we no longer need it. And that is the end of our movieDB website. As always, if you have any questions, please let me know. I'll be happy to help. Thanks.